Good morning everybody. It's 9:15. We're slowly stirring. I've got the solar power thing is plugged into the GoPro. Between about 5 o'clock when the sun came up and about 8 o'clock, I had this plugged in overnight, waiting for the first rays of morning, and it went from about 60% to 98% in that time. So that solar panel has pretty much half charged one GoPro battery. Yesterday it charged my phone about 25%, it charged the iPhone about 15%, to full. My power pack, which is now in here, I fully charged yesterday during the day from 75% to 100%. I haven't touched the power pack at all since yesterday. So solar power has done everything that I need. So my 26,500 milliamp power bank thing, I may not touch this trip. We've got a rainy day today, so it might be a case of today we might not be able to use solar power, so we might have to. And tonight I think it's going to rain, so it might be a case of tonight using the power bank. But again, I've got the 10,000 one, which I will probably use tonight. And then tomorrow's walk, maybe if it's not raining, I can just charge that small power bank with the solar power during the day. It would actually be good to be able to sort of empty 10,000 milliamps or get it close to empty tonight, and see how much it actually charges it tomorrow. But like I said, I haven't used a huge amount of power. I've got one GoPro with 2 batteries. I've got my 2 phones, and that's basically it. And obviously, because I'm not in camp, for hours and hours watching films and things, it's I'm not, and I haven't done a huge amount of recording either, so that's helped a little bit. We had a good night's sleep. Lassie barked at something at 1 o'clock and woke me up, so that did disturb me, which was a little bit annoying. So could have done without that, I must admit. The midges, they've been around. The breeze dropped off last night about 8-9 o'clock, and I had to put the head net on, and then I zipped myself up in this for most of the night, and then I opened it, I think about 1 o'clock in the morning. The breeze picked up, so I was able to open it then. But then at about 7 o'clock, the breeze, good morning, disappeared. We're slowly packing everything up. I'm going to put water on for one more tea and then do the last bit of packing around that. That GoPro has gone from 56% to 76% from the solar panel in the last hour or something like that. It's I'm quite surprised at how well it's working. Like I said, I'm not using a huge amount of power, but this fits on there quite nicely. As I say, if you just angle the arms about 1 or 2 degrees, each one the same, then the gap on the fire maker means you can actually lower it right down. So it's got its own windshield. I think I've got plenty of milk, because when I was packing, you know, everything out, I was a bit worried thinking, well, maybe I'm not going to have enough milk. But I've definitely got plenty of milk. Right, and that's done. Either boiled or very, very hot. I'm going to carry on packing, so I might do a bit more in camp, but otherwise we will catch up later on. I don't know, the rain is forecast to come in from about lunchtime really, but Chris is a bit worried it's going to come in a bit sooner. That's why we want to get going, because there's a hotel down the road about 4 kilometres down where we're going to pop in, assuming it's open, and have a cup of tea, maybe something to eat, and then we'll carry on. We've made it to Orknell Bridge, which is there. So we've got the hotel up here, a main road. So we're going to find the hotel, have a cup of tea, maybe a sandwich in the hotel, and then carry on walking. Well, we got to the hotel and it's open Monday to Saturday 12:30 to night time, Sunday 5 o'clock until night time. So we didn't get to stop there, so we had to keep walking. Well, this is Loch, and we're trying to find somewhere to camp, but at the moment we haven't found anywhere, and it's very windy, although it's sheltered here, but there's nowhere to camp here. So I'm gonna head on and hopefully find something further up, maybe, fingers crossed. But this is the weather's coming in now. It's raining now. It's kind of a misty, mizzly rain. It's just the last, I mean, it's been sort of light mizzly probably for the last hour, but very, very light. Now it is definitely getting a little bit heavier, but it's quite mild at the moment. So you probably get hot with a waterproof on. Right. Well, there's camp on this rather bleak, miserable day. We've found this little hidden, secluded area where it's rather wet, to say the least, but I've pitched it marginally lower, not very much lower. So what I've done is we've got very, very wet. So basically we're going to get into bed and stay there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump the airbed up. That will kind of make the bivvy go in that direction where we want it to go. And then we'll get the sleeping bag in and I'll get out of these wet clothes. Dripping everywhere. And it always makes me very lightheaded. But that's the bivvy in there. Right, I've got my bit of plastic, so we will stretch that out under there. And then basically that's given me this little area here dry. And hopefully the rain doesn't get in. And I'm just thinking where to put my foam mat. Don't think it really matters. Already really quite drippy. So, I think I'm going to put it like that. So I've got a warm dry bit under me. And what I suggest you do is before you get into your bed area is try to get off as much wet stuff as you can. Yucky. Oh god. Oh. And some people do this for fun. And then we'll take our shoes off because we're basically gonna have to take everything off. We can't really, because we didn't put waterproofs on until quite late. We were already quite damp. Although I don't know what my t-shirt's like. I don't know, I'll see. So I've got my phone. I've got my sunglasses. I wore the sunglasses at the beginning part of the walk. Right, the one thing I didn't bring, because I was going ultra lightweight, so the one thing I didn't bring was a towel of any description. So I think what I might do is I might sacrifice my t-shirt, which, and to be fair, the shirt is pretty damp, but it's not soaked, so I can. My shirt is now my. Well, I am going to have to take me wet. Definitely got wet under carriage.
This is not, it's not too cold this evening. The forecast is not good for tomorrow. It's very, very high winds, gusting up to 50, and we've got a pass that we have to get over. And I think my shirt might, I think this t-shirt might be okay actually. I think I'm going to get away with that. I really don't want to get the shirt any wetter than it already is. I'll put it there for now. My power bank. Right, I'm gonna soft of the undies. I know everybody wanted to see that. Oh. I wonder where that's my wind shirt, which I think I'm going to put that on first, and then I'm going to put the down jacket over this. I've got those leggings somewhere. Where did I put them? It was very, very windy, and we got this like pretty difficult pass to get over. So we're gonna try it and kind of see whether we can, get over it. If not, we're not quite sure. It might be game over, because the next few days are also very, very windy, and there's another pass that Chris has to cross. Plus, make sure that your toes are very dry. You don't have a huge amount of space to play with. Right. The little coil thing burning. I've got the kettle and tea stuff, and I'm going to enjoy my dinner. We're very cosy here. It's really quite miserable out there. Very cozy. Very cozy. I'm going to eat my dinner.